Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Crusader Kings II. We are playing as Karen Shadam. Finished up a poor attempt at a jihad by the Shia. He is still imprisoned. He has no money. He's going to be staying there for a little while, I think. Interesting that a different guy, a different family is in charge. Does he have any? No, he does have some living members. I wonder why his brother is not the heir. Oh, it's probably because his brother isn't landed. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't play Muslims much, is because you basically have to land your your heirs, and then they make their own decisions, and it's terrible. Because the AI is bad at making decisions. But, oh well. Alright, in the meantime, we could go to war against, Pratihara for these two. That is most of Kashmir. We could also go to war against Vamna, which I may end up doing. Going to war against the Western Protectorate could be interesting, just to secure the trade routes all throughout there. Let's see, I can send a concubine, and I only have my current bastard relative, so I'd rather not do that. They are in civil war. There is a potential that we will lose all of that grace that I've been building up. Let's see. You have 18k troops right now. I don't think I can do an invasion of you. Nope. Really only have a couple Holy War Casus Belli. It's just because there's really so little that you actually have border-wise. Dagger of Glory, huh? Alright, I've got 1,800 gold. How are we doing on our things? I got the House of Wisdom now. We've got the University of Persia. These are all in progress. And we're building the lighthouse down there. 2 months. Alright, let's let 2 months go by. Get our retinues together so that we can them up. I can take a new ambition. See the realm prosper. Alright. Let's not go to war for a little while. I mean, taking this stuff up here is just kind of like gravy. I don't need it. And I've got a 4-year truce with these guys anyway, so I might as well wait a little while. Let's go ahead and brew a potion of eudaimonia for you. I'll combine the two. I have already written a magnum opus, so I cannot write another one. And I need to mark down acquire ingredients and write a theorem paper. Alright. Prisoner-wise, no one that I can ransom off. Son was born. Right. I've received news that my lover Feruza is with child. Hopefully she will be able to persuade her husband to be the real father. Now, who died? My concubine committed suicide. Well, I was just looking at, Yep, you're too old. You're too old. You're too old. Alright. So, tank concubine. You don't have much going for you, but you are young, so sure, why not? Your job isn't to have kids, your job is to give me, More prestige. Not that I need it, but... There we go, let's go ahead and convert her. I did lose my court physician. I have quite a few things that we can actually do. Hold a grand debate. Why not? Recruit a court physician. Hope I do not have to wait long. Hold the festival. Send out the invitations. Not going to compose a book. Alright, so, Kothon, supply limit, siege defense, peers, local tax modifier, supply limit, trade value, those are good. Master of the Tides could be good. Isn't there something else that, road tolls, 5% taxes? Let's go for that. Troublesome peasants. You've, converted? Your messengers tell you of a mercenary band that just arrived in Esfahan. Along with them is the field surgeon Zia, known for his ability to rapidly amputate limbs and save the lives of gravely wounded soldiers. Despite the reputation of mercenaries often being greedy, hiring him seems comparatively cheap. 470 gold. And he's a legitimized bastard. Yeah, he'll serve me well. I need a new guy here. We're looking at 58. Sure, you can get a little bit more opinion. Can't get a Guardian of the Deep, because they have to be a dwarf. Yeah, someone was saying it's probably a joke on the fact that, you know, dwarves live underground. The problem is that they should still tell you up front that that's what it takes, because that's a long way to go for a joke. Slight reduction in damage, which I don't like. Morale damage, you don't have anything. Alright, well, we'll take a slight reduction in damage. Better to have someone who can defend. I shall frolic with some attractive peasants afterwards. Why not? Your guards inform you that yet another peasant family has been found butchered not far from where the first grisly murders took place, etc., etc., etc. How was I to know? Well, that's why I locked him up rather than killing him. So if he hadn't died in the dungeons, he would have been just fine. Alright, the cavern's actually not as, maybe Pamir has converted. It's not as close to being complete as it looks there. What about trade posts? Any trade post stuff that I need to build? Garrison. Trade offices. Small mercenary garrison. Hold a feast. Am I just? I am just, so I don't need to hold a feast. You can be educated properly. Any concubines that I can send now? No. Oh, that's not him. That is a different one. Still has my house, but that'll probably change as soon as I get him married. Which I suppose I could do. chaste. You're slow. You're also lustful. So sure, you can have a wife there. He's a little bit older than you. That's fine. Righteous imprisonment on you. I don't really care. He's acted dishonorably towards me. Heighten the troops' morale. Let the debate commence. Many of my fellow debaters often stay up late, honing their arguments well into the night. I'm starting to feel the lack of sleep getting to me. My mind often drifts, leaving me staring into thin air. And while I sift through my notes looking for points not yet brought up by my peers, my hands show signs of tremors. I will become stressed. It's fine. Except I don't have 2 ingredients. Well, that's unfortunate. Nope. Definitely no. A son was born to Bagrat. Alright, so you've got the Bagrat bloodline. Seljuk. That is mine. Attila, Ashina, Parthian, Bagrat. Hey, another one with 5. Very nice. Oh, actually, there's you got 3 kids, so it's actually really good. Yeah, died of great pox. Well, he must have gotten released and then immediately died. Son of Shaitan. He was a drunkard, a lunatic, great pox, possessed, and stressed. Yeah, it's gonna happen. And he was also celibate. Ow. No, I don't care what you're asking. Sweetest of all sounds is praise. I've been declared winner. Most successful event. Raiders over there, don't really care. You died of the plague. Well. Well, that's Persian. Now this needs to convert. I'll share my knowledge with him. Marvelous. During your wife's recent visit to Lhasa, we had a great time discussing the similarities. Manichaean Kyrgyz. Respectfully disagree. Daughter was born to you. You didn't have any bloodlines. Your job was to just have kids who are strong. Instead, you're club-footed. Well, you just came of age. Now we'll hold off on marrying them for a little bit. Alright, I've rounded up the robber band in Khotan. chance, we do want to start working on some of the other great works. They're all very, very expensive. 5,700 for the Grand Mausoleum. $54 for the Great Walls. Yeah, they're getting really, really expensive these days. Raiders in Nooch Turpan. Fergana. Did lose my Marshal. You were good enough. You could be the Marshal. Go ahead and train me some troops there. I'd be happy to grant you this deserved reward, but heck no. So these have converted to Persian already. Haven't gotten any of these, though. Or these over there, for that matter. I think that's a new conversion there. Where exactly are you? You are in Coswin. Alright, Coswin is already converted. Let's just start converting other stuff. Raiders in Kabul. My dear son and brother in the Hermetic Order has stepped forth with an idea for a ritual that might invoke the presence of a divine being. Secrets of the world shall be laid bare to us. It's a bad idea on your part. Tell me the operation of the gods. You're like bad at everything. Alright, fine, learning education. How are we doing with epidemics? Okay, it's just there for now. In my trance, the divine being tells me of great truths that have been hidden from man, of alchemy and astrology, of the will of the gods, of the ciphers to ancient texts, and even things that have not yet come to pass. Once my soul returns to my body, I see the world with new eyes. It's an epiphany. +2 to everything. Very nice. And I have eradicated the Thieves Guild and Ray. I have wiped them out. Let's get back down here before we start suffering disgusting amounts of attrition. Alright, they got defeated, so that's good. Yeah, you can come back there. A Jewish exile fleeing persecution elsewhere in Europe has showed up at your court. He's pretty good. He's way better than that guy. What the heck. You can be that guy. Rumor has it that your quarter Yagana has been influenced by our guardian Splendor. It is said that Yagana is now considered properly Persian. I hope it's a beneficial influence. You've revoked the Arg of Naviket from Faroborzid. I wonder why. Huh. Alright, those are pretty big raiders that they definitely can't handle. Guess we'll go take care of them. My daughter wife wants to kill someone. My lover. I suppose that makes sense, sort of. But, don't do that. Retinue stationed in the caverns of Kolm have helped me to round up and execute the robber bands that were plaguing Esfahan. Good. Slowly getting rid of all the things. Raiders have arrived in Pamir. Well, it just so happens that I am going to be walking right through them. Construction of the road tolls have been completed. Well, let's get a fort here. Alright, so we got everything built that we can there. Actually, when the Caverns of Kolm are done, we will be at level 4, so we won't be able to upgrade that anymore. Karen Palace has... Why can't you tell us how long it has? I mean, I get if it gets paused, that'll change, but still. It should be a, it should tell you. Oh, well. These are dark days. When my daughter, Shadakt Matab, was beset by high fever and could not stop vomiting, we feared the worst. The suspicions are now confirmed. Her affliction is indeed the dreaded plague. Well, you are probably not going to survive this. Luckily, you've had 3 kids. Call for my court physician at once. Got some more tech points. After being skillfully treated by court physician Zia, my daughter Matab is feeling much better. Perhaps he is deserving of some praise. So you have a mild illness, health +1, successful treatment, health +2. So that's +3. That is -1. And that is health -7. So she's basically got health -5 right now. So she is almost certainly going to die. I'll pay you 31 gold, that's fine. He has the flu. Call for my court physician at once. Shocked me by asking me to my face if we're having an affair. I will flatly deny. We'll do a forthright message. He has not responded. It has reached me that your Mobad has accused me of heresy. I don't care. Of course he's a heretic. Large mercenary garrison has been built. What about our hospital here? I mean, it's going to be extremely expensive to build a new one, a new thing. So I'd kind of like to save up for that. On the other hand, getting more disease resistance would be really nice. What do we get? 19%. That would be another 10%. I think that's worthwhile right now. Meanwhile, there's probably some people in the comments saying, no, no, build out your holdings. Alright, let's see. Construction. I should have checked this first. Let's go ahead and get that. Is that actually going to... Is this using the local cost, or is this using the overall cost? I think it's using the local cost. I wish you could see the modifiers. Still, it might spread up there. I mean, if we take a look at that, I mean, it is. You can see the places that I hold because they're lighter. And this is going to make construction of buildings in these places substantially cheaper. Everything else is, like, dark compared to this, the wonderful architectural skill of the Persian Empire. Trade practices are also pretty amazing for this area. Improved keeps. It's definitely not as clearly my strong point. Church infrastructure is definitely not my strong point. That's 4. That's 4. Wow, that's 3. Town infrastructure is pretty good across the board. There's really no place that's better than 3. A lot of places that are at 3. Castle infrastructure... Damascus is the best. We aren't even 3. Military organization, of course. Military organization of our realm is the best. Our shipbuilding is actually pretty good. Amazingly enough, the people of Vladimir Volinsky are very good at it. Our shipbuilding is even better than Scandinavia. Yep, we are good at siege. Although, they're the best, pretty much. Cavalry, we have the best cavalry, which is pretty crucial. Heavy infantry, we definitely don't have the best heavy infantry. Western Protectorate has, looks like they have the best. And light infantry, they also have the best. Of course, we have the best majesty, by a substantial margin. We are not the most tolerant. The Abbasids actually are, well, and a lot of India. What is up with it? What is up with Jomtland? I guess he's just a duke that has gone nuts with the tech. Anyway, it is about time to end the episode. Let's actually check to see what's going on. They are fighting the Bengal Empire again. You are attacking the Bengal Empire in the Abbasid Bengal subjugation war. That would be extremely, extremely bad. that went their way, went the Abbasids' way. Let's see, you've got 16k, you've got 26k. Alright, well, for now, we'll go ahead and call it an episode. When we come back next time, we are continuing to see the realm prosper. When we're done with that, we will be able to go to war against the Abbasids again. So we'll probably want to do that. See you next time, everyone.